trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive. Your insistence on carrying so many things is reducing our travel. Speed. I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights.
relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the terror morph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming. God.
Captain, Protocol Indigo, do you require assistance with your items?
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh, this'll be fun.
Well, I am programmed for combat. It is not my primary function.
They are paying me enough for this!
That's smart.
I'm in over my head!
I have located the enemy. Oh, I understand. You wish to kill us. And take our belongings. In combat, there is a high likelihood of human death. Violence significantly decreases one's life expectancy. Appear to be prioritizing our deaths over your own survival.
Come on! This one's mine! Oh.
Headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference. Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
And here's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo. Okay, sure. We'll take care of any holes, broken seals, that kind of thing. The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint. I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left, once you get into the plaza. I'm sure you can find something you like. Okay, no problem. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes...
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Been up there, huh? I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
I'm really rather busy. If you'll excuse me.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill. Well, first things first. It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive.
Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it.
You know, MAST, the Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city? Headquarters of the entire United Colonies? I really should have given you a more thorough interview.
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, let me know if you have any questions.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
No, I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. You're seeing the doctor. That's it.
Maybe some other time. I have a...
Please let me know if I may assist you. You won't find a larger array of options in all the settled systems. You'll find that I have most... Would you buy from someone who is not? I know what I like. I have a good sense of what... It's clothing, not grab... I'm glad you came in. I'm sure I have something for you. No matter, your patronage is appreciated.
Wish that bartender at Viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win.
What I'm suggesting is so outlandish. All the phenomenon we see out in the stars, and what I'm saying is the most... We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? Sarah Morgan, Chair of Constellation. That means anything you discussed with Barrett is my business. Now, if you would please answer my question. Very well. This is a private organization dedicated to exploration. Space primarily, but also anomalies throughout the settled systems. It's inherently dangerous work, so if one of our own doesn't show up as planned, then we tend to have questions. Speaking of which, where is Barrett? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noelle, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. I guess a lot overwhelming. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet. Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering. But until you arrived, we only had the two. And there's still so much we don't know. And that means... Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in... Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, there's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more... And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give... Right.
That is a rather personal question.
Obviously.
But I'll indulge.
Walter is quite proud of the
Apparently, I've
collection,
become rather
but
cranky
Mateo
when
has
I'm not
made
able
more
to
than a few
participate in
contributions.
Constellation's little adventures.
Gardens are out the doors there.
My wife is
if you
therefore
need a moment
decided
of quiet
it
contemplation.
is best if
Emphasis
I
on
can
the
dedicate
quiet
my
part.
time to our
At least
business here
usually.
for now.
Let's head
Both our
upstairs.
sakes.
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
You really aren't gonna let it go, are you? I'm so busy with our work here that I don't think about it much these days. Alright. There's a chance that a 15th century edition of Aquinas' Summa Theologica is out there. I've been asking a few questions in my spare time.
Something you need?
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well, it's clearly money well spent. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard. Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, The Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need. Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here. Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you? Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar, in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years. We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the... Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to... For years, I was captivated by the writings of... I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now, I call... Goodbye.
This is all exciting, but... Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think you matter too. You've done... I'm Mateo, theological scholar. I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a... Did it feel like it was trying to tell you?
At present, all systems are functioning well within established parameters.
It has to be, right? All of this... We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts. Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was in... Second one was on Kazal, buried, the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? Take care of yourself.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Good day, ma'am. You should be going now.
Not interested.
Technology corporation in the settled system.
Check. Rifle?
Just look at it.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! I can't believe it! Is it you? Is it really, really you? Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, Constellation's shining star of stars. Oh, Oh, you are definitely the brightest, biggest star in any constellation. I have an eye for these things. Not that you're hard to see, although at first I wasn't sure if it was just the... But now that I know it's you... But I changed my routine for what? I know, right? And you can try to fight destiny, but you probably aren't going. Although, if I'm being honest, I'd wager you either way. It's such an honor. Hey, do you mind if I... What am I saying? You're a hero of... Good point. I'll start working on it right away. Until then, maybe I can be a sidekick in training. Do you have an academy where fans can practice groveling at your... If not, I can start one. You won't be disappointed.
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we... Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. I can take care of transactions. Oh, please, take... Appreciate the business.
If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I...
Hey.
Huh. Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier. Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah? And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. It think it was things like civilizations and factions that caused people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all. Well, you're on to me. Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again. I'll see you around.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. I'm not asking for that much. Just my fair share. You're asking me to work for less than the going rate? Why would I do that? In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. That's true. There's more to a job than just money. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I'm still willing to talk. Well, I guess something's better than nothing. I'll cut my price, but I'm not going any lower. Really? I mean, thanks. Sorry, I'm just used to hearing no. Thanks for giving me a chance. I'm on my way.
You picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business? Cheers. Nothing like a cold one after a long trip through the space lanes, if you ask me. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for MAST. I'm billing myself as a weapons expert, sniper tech specifically. Most travelers like having someone on their crew who's good with firearms. The settled systems are no picnic. Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence. Working on a ship sounds perfect. I was hoping my next job would get me out of the city. What's your offer? I'm a reasonable guy, but that's just too low. Do I need a shower or something?
Hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Nope, sorry. Can't pull one over on me. I'm good with faces, and I don't recognize yours. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new guy. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Well, that's what I'm here for. What'll it be? Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll... You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient but it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship, security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it. Very clever of you. Your parents must be so proud. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I need to get my hands on that card. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing. I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlantis security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Catch you later.
Good to see you. Yes. What?
I'm looking for work. You hiring? I'm looking to join a crew. Put me behind the trigger of your ship's energy weapon, and your targets are going to have a very bad day. Trust me, you'd be getting a bargain. Why is that? You don't know what you're talking about. Look, I'd like to... Yeah, I hope so. You got yourself a deal. Your loss.
Hey there! You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for some... Plenty. I'm I guess that's good.
You picked a good day to drop by. You're with Constellation? Damn. That seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence. What's your offer? Do I need a shower or something?
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything.
It seems like a small decision, but they all add up over time, and
I keep
paralyzing.
telling them I am a manager. I
That
should be.
George
Ronnie,
St.
it's
George.
coffee. Well,
How many items have I lost to him?
Managed to make a premium cappuccino with double dairy and no whip.
Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and every... Thank you. You see, I lost something invaluable. It was a gem. Priceless, no doubt. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession. I agree. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics. Please, would you be my hero? Fantastic! Here's the plate. Come back to me when you... Oh, where are my manners? My name is... I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the... We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They are a piece of human history. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. Yes, I've been blessed to call New Atlantis home. When I was a younger man, I would travel the settled systems with no home to call my own. I was a nomad, if you will. But out of all the places I've been, no place quite spoke to me like New Atlantis. It does. It was the first item I ever collected. The start of it all. I received that gem when I was a young man. To know that I foolishly wagered it, threw it away. Well, I won't make that mistake again. Not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since I was a young man. And I've amassed a great... Alas, recently my luck... But I can't stop, right? I can't just... A lesson I still have yet to learn, unfortunately. I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old... You'd be amazed what my collection has... Until next time. Hello.
Doesn't end soon, my man is not going to be happy.
I'm thinking about taking my spouse to Enhance for their birthday.
Yeah?
It'll be a gift for both.
Always nice to... Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
Everyone's welcome.
Stay as
So long as you
long
keep
as
your
you
hands
like.
to yourself.
And don't
no
be a
shortage of hungry
stranger.
mouths to feed around here. If we've got it, you're welcome to. I've got limited resources, but I try not to turn anyone away just because they're light on credits. We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do. Well, that's what I'm here for. You look to be in fine shape. No help needed. We're no rely. I don't mean to be rude, but I do have other...
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while. And I can't be in two places at once. And Carl... Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and what I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remote. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place.
grab something to eat. If you think about it, if a neuro-alien
Done deal. Our whole office is getting moved to Gagarin.
Really?
Just tell me how many zeros I need to add to the offer.
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't sell to UC citizens.
Welcome to Feeling Realty. I'm Zora. What brings you in today?
The cost to put me down as a citizen would be... what, exactly?
Sir, bribery is a crime in the court.
I don't blame you. I'm here if you have any more...
Perhaps I'll just be having it.
Okay. Oh, if... As I've mentioned... Oh, don't I? But you best believe I'm keeping an eye... Stop by anytime.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested.
Scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, can't be that bad, right?
Hey there.
Mind on Sidonia. Get this. They came back with red eyes.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. That's it. Great job. So, that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
You won't find anything at Enric's.
next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right? You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the... What do you want? The Trade Authority. Okay. Just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet. Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back, and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met? Great job out there. Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Maybe in the short term, but overall it paid off. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was so that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not... So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is into... I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. Thanks. I can do the talking, I think.